So many moons ago, an English professor told me to never start an essay with a question. But I've had a question stuck in my head for a minute, and I think that tonight's mic drop, an essay of sorts, is the perfect place to ask it. Here's the question. When are we going to get serious about climate change? I mean, we all agree it's happening. At least the people who acknowledge actual facts acknowledge it's happening. You know, we study it, we talk about it, but are we seriously addressing it? Right now, climate change feels like background noise. It's like the sound of a highway in the distance. If you've ever lived near one, you know what I'm talking about. It's like that low hum that you just kind of always get used to hearing because it's always there, like that, yeah. But don't pay it any mind. Occasionally, there's an incident on the highway and the hum becomes an attention-grabbing cacophony of noise. So there were 3 of these on the climate change highway last month, and they've captured my full attention. The first was a report issued by a team of research scientists explaining the Amazon rainforest is losing its ability to recover from disturbances like droughts and land use changes. Their concern is that the forests are approaching a critical threshold that they won't be able to come back from, and that they'll be replaced by grasslands. Now, the consequences of that would be enormous. The rainforests, they're not known as the lungs of the planet for no reason. They inhale carbon dioxide and then exhale 20% of the oxygen in our atmosphere. That's one spot on Earth, 20% of Earth's oxygen. You think climate change is bad now? How much worse is it going to be with an estimated additional 90 billion tons of carbon D out there floating around in the air? Now, the second attention-grabbing item was a report about the bleaching of Australia's Great Barrier Reef. It's called one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The reef, the biggest structure on our planet made by living organisms. Now, bleaching occurs when coral expels the algae living within its tissue, causing them to turn white, leaving them open to disease and starvation. And what causes bleaching? You got it, rising sea temperatures. What causes that? Increased CO2. You know it's bad for you. All right, the last of the multi-car environmental pileups was the report of the Conger ice shelf breaking off of eastern Antarctica. Bigger than New York City, it is the first major ice shelf to collapse in more than 40 years, and scientists, they're worried. Sea ice levels are down these last few months. Temperatures on the interior of eastern Antarctica have been 70 degrees above normal. 70 degrees! Now, if ice levels are down, doesn't it stand to reason that ocean levels might be going up? Good luck with that beachfront property. 3 major, potentially catastrophic, ecological events, all brought about by or contributing to climate change. That hum is becoming a roar that we can no longer disregard. The consequences for our children are too high. So I'm going to end this by asking again, when are we going to get serious about climate change? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller?